What's up guys, welcome back to another video on the Golf V5.
Today we're removing the valve cover and the head to replace the head gasket, and we've got the head gasket here and the other gaskets that we'll probably be changing later on, but today we're just focusing on the head and the head gasket. Let's crack on with the video. First things first is
take off the injector
cables off this rail here.
They just unclip like that.
Yeah, they have like
Very
little things that you squeeze there and there. It's quite easy to come out. And then this should just clip off.
Yeah, that clips off. Like that.
Yeah.
Let's connect it back into the...
Right, so next what we're going to do is, you see that line there?
These two.
We're going to be disconnecting that.
Make sure you note which one is the feed and which one is the return as well. The colours on the pipes, however, they're probably worn off due to the age of the vehicle. But,
yeah, just mark which one was on top. Right, and so we're also going to mark just the actual pipe itself.
The rail itself.
That might actually be quite handy to keep out. Just got a bit of roll underneath it. I mean, it is petrol, so it will evaporate.
I can smell it already.
Yeah, so today we are using the Philips Salon Pro Ceramic Diamond by Tresemme. Yeah, you obviously don't have to use this exact model, but we recommend it. We've actually never used it before. Oh yeah. Right, slow down, stop. Yeah. Yeah, go. Oh god, that is strong.
I love the smell of fuel. Twice filtered. That's filtered like Jack Daniels.
The type of glove you use is optional, although we recommend the nitrile gloves.
Yeah, because petrol won't dissolve them.
So with the second one now dislodged. Right, so our next stage is we've just taken a photograph of this to remember how all of this goes on, and we're going to take this top one off.
Now completely disconnected. You just need to... This is the cam position sensor. There you go.
So that just unclips.
So how do you do them? We have been quite professional in this series.
Right, so now we're taking off the valve cover. Woo! I feel nervous, Josh. It was so easily.
Yeah, very nice.
Ooh. Ooh, so there we are. Josh is currently underneath, getting off the engine insulation. Will I take off the ignition coil pack?
Oh, that one's just completely disintegrated. No, it hasn't.
So I've taken these two screws out on the top. There's one more there, one more down in there, one there and one there. So that's where the spark plug leads actually feed into there and along there.
Come on! Yes! Yes!
Now, yeah. Now we're going to take out the spark plugs.
To stop me resisting the compression when I turn the engine.
So yeah, these are quite tight. But at the moment they're not too tight, so I'm using this just speed thing to get them out. But yeah, and they just slide out. Ooh, that's not good.
It's not supposed to be on there.
Josh, where are the screwdrivers?
¿Dónde está? Boxes.
So So yeah, there's 3 spark plugs at the front, there, and there in those holes, and there's 2 at the back. They can actually be quite a pain, and you don't want to damage them. There you go.
Very short. Very nice, very short.
That's all 5.
We need to turn that.
Okay, so basically we've got under here, yeah, so we're just doing this to rotate the crankshaft.
And there's
so
a mark on the pulley
yeah,
and on the block for where top dead centre of cylinder number 1 is.
So if you see that there's a little toggle there.
Actually,
So yeah, we're just going to get some nail varnish now to paint them, just so we know.
you can see them better.
So we can see them a bit there. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to mark onto the chain there exactly where it was, so that when we put it back in, it will be in exactly the same place. And then we're going to undo these, but there is a specific order that we'll have to go through.
If this doesn't work, there's a special tool you can get, because the reason we moved that, okay, is you see that notch there?
Yeah.
It makes that level, and then there's a tool you can put in there
Yeah.
that locks them like into the right position. There's a Volkswagen tool that's like an L shape, and there's a slot in both ends of the cams, and you put it in, and then when the engine is at top dead center for cylinder 1, which is this one, those are perfectly flat, and you slide the tool in and it lines them back up perfectly. The reason this needs to be lined up is because if they're not lined up, the camshafts will be out of sync with the cylinders, the pistons, which means the valves won't open at the right time, which means the engine either won't run at all or misfire.
Alright, so we think there's going to be, we're taking out the inner ones first and then the outer one. Yeah, so we're using a 13mm socket. Perfect. Right.
The rule is, if you can feel things with your fingernail, it's too warm. I can feel things like at that bit, but
True mechanic. So on the top as well, there's all these little arrows. There's like an Audi symbol, a VW symbol, and an arrow pointing to the left. So you put them back on with the arrow pointing this way. So don't take the camshaft, the first one out until you get the second one loose. And bolts bearing the same thing. Okay, so yeah, what else we're going to do is wrap the bearings up, just so they don't get dirty, wrap them up. But this also means that next time when you put them back on, make sure you oil them again. Just make sure before they're sufficiently lubricated. Josh.
Did that go down there?
It's down there. Right, I'll get the magnet. I can see it. Just don't touch
Okay,
anything.
I won't move anything.
Step back. So, before you take out the camshaft, make sure you take out the cam position sensor, which I didn't do earlier.
It really don't come off, Chief. Right, we're removing the auxiliary water pump so that we can remove the end cover of the cylinder head. Oh my god!
We do advise using a proper heat gun this is expensive enough as it is. We're not spending any more money. This might be faulty.
It is.
Removing the coolant pump. So we have it, there's the coolant pump, which you think might be a bit busted, but we'll have a look. Clean it out if we can. Might just be a bit gunked up. It's suffered quite a few many miles.
Big drop of spiders.
Yeah, so we're just cleaning out now, we're just clearing out space so that we can actually get in and take off this base plate. The boring and laborious. Huh?
Get it, Josh.
Right. Okay, so just taking these bolts out. There's I think 5 down on this side, just around the edge, and there's 4 this side. This side is longer, especially these top 2. I haven't actually got the rest of them out. And these first top 2 ended up pulling this piece was attached to it like that. So just remember what that is. There's 3 at the top there that hold on this, which is another bracing.